Hello guys, this is Tarun from Testing Gyan. If we talk about failures in our automation scripts or automation testing, 90% of the time those failures are because of the sync issues. So in this video, we will discuss how we can implement Selenium waits to handle those failures and make our scripts more robust. So let us start.
To handle the synchronization issues in Selenium, there are mainly three types of waits. The first wait in the list is implicit wait, and below is the syntax to apply that implicit wait. So this implicit wait is applied on the class level or at the page level so that it is applied to all the elements of that particular class. Okay. Now this is the syntax driver.manage.timeouts.implicitly wait, then the timeout value, and then the unit of the timeout. That is, if here I'm choosing minutes, milliseconds, I can choose whatever the unit of the time, and based on that I have to give the timeout value. The default timeout value is 0. Okay. Now let us see its implementation in the Eclipse code. To show the implementation, I have created this method in my class, okay, where I'm simply going to a website, then I'm logging into its portal using the username and password, and then I'm verifying the header of the next page. If the header of the next page is visible, okay, then it is saying login is successful. If it is not visible, then it is saying login is failure. Okay. Now in order to open my website, I have created a class constructor where I'm doing all the prerequisite activities like creating the Chrome driver, okay, launching the Chrome browser basically, then initializing all my page elements, whatever the web element I have created in my page using the page factory implementation, then I'm initializing those elements here, and then I'm maximizing my browser window and then launching the URL. Okay, and this is the statement where I'm implementing the implicit wait, okay, throughout the all the elements of this page. So whenever I'm going to do some action on some web element like username, login page dot login button dot click, okay, at that time first this wait will be implemented, okay, and as soon as that element is visible, okay, it will do the action on that element. So let us run this script. So first let us see the positive flow where I am successfully able to log into my portal. Okay, so let me run this script. So you can see it opened the website, entered the username and password and logged in and closed the browser. Okay, so this is the positive flow. Now the next wait in the list is explicit wait. The problem with implicit wait is it is applied to all the elements in the particular class. Okay, wherever we will do some action on a web element, that wait will be applied. Just to avoid this, explicit waits were introduced, okay, where we apply the wait on web element based on some condition. So this is the syntax, okay, you can see Webdriver wait equal to new Webdriver wait, okay, and then here I am defining the wait timeout value which is 10 seconds, okay. Then after this I am specifying the condition for the element. This is my web element. I am specifying wait until element is visible, okay. So there are few predefined methods in this which can be used on the web elements, like if I want to wait for some alert to be present, I can apply alert is present. I can say expected condition dot alert is present. Similarly, I can wait for some text to be presence of all the elements located by some locator, okay. So this way we can apply the explicit wait. Now let us see its implementation on the code. To understand this, I have created this wait class. As you can see, I have created two explicit methods here, okay. In both the method the conditions are different, okay. In one condition I am saying element to be clickable, that is I am saying wait for element to be clickable, okay, and in the second explicit wait I am saying wait for element to be visible, okay. And this is the method which I have created in my wait class, okay. I have created a separate class in which I am just creating the method specific to my wait, okay. This method I will be using in my test class where I have created the functionality which I want to verify, okay. So first of all I will comment out the implicit wait which we used in the last part, okay. Now in order to verify the explicit wait, I will call the function from that class, my explicit wait function from that class, explicit wait, and I am saying I'm saying wait for this element, launch page login button to be clickable. Okay, and here is the logic, here is the code behind that explicit wait, where I'm creating the WebDriver wait class instance, then I'm using that wait based on some condition. Okay, so now if I run this program, you will see it will wait for that element to be present. So this is again the positive flow. In this case it will work fine, perfectly, without any issue. Okay, so you can see login is successful. But what if I change this element to some other element? Let's say I change it to the submit button. So in this case it will wait for 10 seconds first, and then it will fail the script because that element will not be found. So this is the advantage of explicit waits. We can apply these waits specific to a web element and not on the all the elements of a particular web page or class, right? So you can see it waited for 10 seconds and then it throw the error. Okay, so this is how we can use the explicit wait. So the third and the last wait in the list is fluent wait. Okay, so this wait is more advanced in comparison to explicit wait, because here we are not only waiting for the element for the default timeout, but we are also polling through the element. Okay, so what I meant by that, consider a scenario like you launched some web page, one of your element is sometime launching in 10 seconds and sometime it is launching in 5 seconds or maybe 30 seconds. Okay, so to handle such scenarios we can't apply fixed wait like wait for 10 seconds. If it is found, pass the test case. If it is not found, then fail the test case. But instead we are having the fluent wait. So in fluent wait, along with the default timeout, we can apply a few more additional conditions. Like here, if you see the syntax, I am saying new fluent wait with timeout for 20 seconds. That is the maximum timeout for that element is 20 seconds. Okay, and then I'm also saying polling every. So what this polling every means, that for example it started waiting for the elements, then it will wait first for the 5 seconds. Okay, then it will again verify its visibility. If it is visible, it will move forward, that is it will not wait anymore. Okay, but if it is not there, then it will again wait. Okay, and it will keep on doing until this 20 seconds are completed. Okay, so this is what polling every is. And we can also add some ignoring conditions, like I want to ignore the condition no such element exception class. Okay, I want to ignore this particular error message, I can apply that. Okay, and then first this is the logic to create the wait, and this is its implementation, where I'm waiting for some property. I'm saying like wait for element until its element selection state to be false. Okay, so it will wait for that particular condition. Now let us see its implementation on the code. To understand fluent wait, I have created this method in my wait class. Okay, where I'm specifying the timeout value is 20 seconds and the polling time is 5 seconds, and I'm ignoring the no such element exception class. Okay, and then I have specified the condition for it has to wait. I'm specifying wait for some text to be present based on my element. So this is the syntax which I have created for my fluent wait. You can have any condition as per your requirement. So to see its execution, what I'm going to do, I'm going to call my fluent wait function. Okay, and I have added one element here which is lost password text, and I'm going to verify this text. Okay, using my fluent wait, not verifying, I'm going to wait for this text to be present. So this field comes when I click on this login button, then I will see this field. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to call my fluent wait, okay, driver, and I'm going to say lost password, and I will say wait for this text. This is exactly the same text which I have used in XPath. I'm going to wait for that same text using the fluent wait. So this is, I have applied my fluent wait. Okay, so if I run this, okay, so you can see this is a positive flow, login is success. Now if I change this text value to something else, test or something like that, and now if I run this again, so So you can see it's not entering the username and password, and it is waiting for text to be present, but here in this case it's not there, so it will fail the test case. And it's waiting for 20 seconds, and after every 5 seconds it's polling and looking for that element text to be present. Okay, so you can see it has given the timeout exception. Okay, and in this case it has not given the no such element exception, it has given the timeout exception. Okay, so this was all about different type of weights in Selenium. I hope you guys are able to understand. In case of any questions or queries, please post it over the video comments. We will try our best to answer those queries. Thank you.